Welcome to the Love and Victory Show with Val, where we will bring you candid conversation. In each conversation, we will talk about real life ups and downs while tackling unresolved matters. We will also unmask issues and truly speak straightforward and candid about our needs and brokenness, while allowing ourselves to exhale so that we can become victorious. This is a place where you can be open to the possibilities of living life in abundance while gaining tools to become bold and complete. So let's get to it. Okay, so now it's time. We be back behind the show. Oh, are we back behind the show or are we back to the show?
We're back to the show.
Back to the show. Yeah, it's a whole bunch be going on off stage. Y'all need to be in the house. Come on, Abigail, what's going on?
So let's take a moment to introduce everybody. Let us know who you are, what you do.
Keep it
Why
short
you're
because she's
amazing.
gonna be mad at us because we already out.
We gotta keep it going.
Okay, so baby, you gonna introduce them?
No, Nina, tell the people. Talk to the people.
Hi, people.
Yeah. Introduce yourself.
Okay, so my name is Nina Garcia. I am a drama therapist, everywhere on social, drama therapist, Nina, right? And what I specialize in is, of course, drama therapy, right? Dramatic and theatrical interventions, doing therapy with people mostly who have struggled with trauma. That is my big thing, personal and professional experience with that. And then on the flip side, I do a lot of empowerment work around identity, and I help people stop masking parts of who they are for other people's comfort. Start showing up as your most vibrant self. I'm real big on that. So this is the perfect episode.
Yeah. And
Perfect introduction.
Yes.
Yes.
You're too kind. You're too kind.
You too kind.
Steph, your turn.
Okay, y'all know who I am. I'm here every third Saturday. Stephanie, a mental health therapist, owner of Arabella, author, and I'm a part of the Carter crew.
Yes, you
So
are.
nothing else needs to be said.
every third.
Every third
Every
Saturday
third.
of the month.
All
We
right.
just love having you every third.
Every third.
Yes.
We get
Baby,
it popping.
This is so powerful today. I'm excited. So Abigail is over there. Cut it so we can get to it. Go ahead.
Oh no, I want to introduce myself.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just going to say that.
Baby,
But,
not
you know,
yourself.
baby,
It's women.
I know the segment is not about you. Bullshit.
Always be about my girl.
Always.
You know. Of course, I'll let Anna introduce herself first.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Anna. I'm your wonderful coach, Anna, here every Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. if you want to watch my show. And here's my wonderful executive media
Yes,
producer.
Anna runs our nonprofit,
Oh,
and
yes,
then
that's
yes, and I.
Too many hats.
My name is Abigail. I'm the executive media coordinator, and I'm here to kill it. I'm here to be that girl.
And now it's time. Go ahead. Go for it.
Okay, so now we're gonna keep you guys in the loop with what
Okay.
everything we have going on. Okay.
Yes.
So I want to go over just a couple of things
like
that we
it.
are super excited about. So, of course, we have LV with Val on the road coming up. Anna, do you want to put that up for them?
Yes.
LV with Val on the road. We are going to be for the first time in front of a live studio audience.
Yeah.
So much fun. You guys can catch us at Phil and Derek's on April 24th. Doors open at 6 p.m. Get
Yes.
there on time because we start that show at 7 o'clock. If you're not seated, sorry.
Do we have any tickets left
Yep.
available?
Yeah.
They're going
all
fast.
around.
They're going fast. Y'all
Yeah.
better go get your ticket because it's going to be
Listen.
on and popping.
It's a vibe.
Oh,
Get your
my.
premium ticket.
Yeah.
Get your premium ticket.
Oh.
You guys can you guys can scan you guys can scan the QR code there on the screen to purchase your tickets. We also have a Facebook event. Just search LV with Val on the road on Eventbrite and you will find it.
Ooh.
And of course, we have our nonprofit L&V Enterprise Resources Inc. We have an event coming up on June 30th called Bowling and Brunch. This is our second edition of Bowling and Brunch.
Yeah.
We also have tickets available there. You can scan the QR code. Again, just search Bowling and Brunch, L&V Enterprise on Eventbrite.
We coming for you, Brother Carter. You was the champion last time.
I will be again.
Okay, we'll see.
We'll see.
My mom said she's definitely gonna try to beat everybody.
There you go.
Yes.
We'd love
Okay.
to have you.
And then, of course, you guys are listening to the Love and Victory Show with Val on LV with Val Radio. We have tons of other shows here on LV with Val Radio, including Tasteful and Toxic.
Come on now,
Tasteful
brother
and Toxic.
Carter.
Yeah. Tasteful Talk is every Wednesday at 8 a.m. We also have BK Career Conversation on the first
We're
Monday.
gonna teach you how to be professional.
Yes.
And win in business.
I love that.
On the first Monday of every month. And then we also have Empower Hour with Coach Anna. That's on Tuesdays at 5:30 p.m.
Yes.
And then we have Journeys and Ambitions on every Friday at 11 a.m. That's me and my mom's show.
Yes.
Yes.
They
Yes.
get it crack-a-lacking on that show.
Oh
too.
my
Yes,
God.
we do.
Yes. When I tell you cracking.
It's a lot of fun.
And then the last announcement I have to keep you guys in the loop, of course, we do advertising. If you are interested in advertising or even starting your own show here on LV with Val Radio,
Mhm.
please contact us at 832-913-1359, or you can email info@lvwithval.com.
And don't
All right,
sleep because
all
we
right.
got some new folks that's getting ready to join the radio.
That's right.
Keep your ears to the street.
That's
That's
right, man.
everything I have.
Oh
to
no!
keep you
Don't forget. Tell them on the radio station, 24/7.
Oh yeah, and of course we have
Yeah.
music for you guys 24/7. Make sure you download the app. It's LV with Val, Apple Play Store Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. Search it up, download it.
There you
Amen.
go.
All right. There's a lot going on with LV over here.
I
Huh?
gotta keep you guys in the loop. You know what I'm saying?
Don't sleep, baby. Don't sleep.
I like that touch you put on it with the music there. Oh man, we all over here like, hey.
I might have to make something a little less distracting.
Yeah.
Really good.
No,
so
it's
now
perfect.
it's
We
time
need to
for
dance to it.
that acronym.
Yes,
Ready
we're
for
gonna
an
go
acronym?
right into the acronym. As you guys know, the acronym is to kind of set the tone for the show, give us something to go off of.
What's today's topic?
Today's topic is Candid Connection. It's not about you. We're going to talk about not taking things personally, being more open to other perspectives, all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
So, the word of the day is personal.
Person. Don't take it personal.
Ooh.
Get the bitter with the sweet.
Ooh.
Easy come, easy go.
You
Why
sound
don't you
good.
even need a radio
We don't need
station?
the music over here at all.
We got to get this thing going.
Let's go. Let's get personal now.
P is for petty, obsessed with
Now you would start off with petty.
and P is for petty, obsessed with small, unimportant negative thoughts. E is for egotistical,
Mhm.
self-centered.
Wait. You just gave two of your own acronyms. there.
Abby, he coming for your neck.
I'm gonna tell you why he's coming. That's because we got shots fired because he was tuned into the show. I was driving yesterday.
Oh,
and he
to my
was
show
listening.
yesterday?
Yeah, so he coming. Okay, keep going.
No, but she doing good.
You're doing real good.
Okay. R is for relevant, something that matters in a certain context.
Mm-hmm.
S is for sensitive, shows emotion easily.
Oh,
Oh my.
O is for optimal, best
Mhm.
and most favorable.
I like that.
N is for, this is a buzzword, you guys, narcissistic,
Oh.
overly self-involved.
Mm.
A is for adamant, a refusal to change,
Mhm.
hard and unyielding.
Yes.
Mm.
You're going to like this word, Brother Carter.
Come on, tell
I
you.
like this.
L is for loquacious.
Look.
Am I saying that right?
Yeah, loquacious.
Yeah.
Talkative.
Excessively talkative, often to the point of annoyance.
Ooh.
This is about me.
A little bit.
Oh my.
Abigail.
All right. It's on you now.
Baby, let me tell you, how
you gonna follow up?
how you gonna follow up with this? All I can tell y'all, are y'all ready? I'm just gonna come over here and I'm gonna start this thing off just like it is. It's
Mhm.
not about you. So today we're gonna teach.
Well, who the hell is it about then?
We're gonna figure that thing out.
Oh, okay.
Is it about you or is it not about you? Where is the balance? And so we have
But this morning, if you don't mind, I
Okay,
want
see,
to
this- I
interject just a little bit.
interject.
This morning when I woke up, like I told you earlier, I was exhausted and tired. Didn't want, I really didn't want to get up and do this here early this morning. But I had to make it about me. I had to get personal with myself and build my
Motivate
awareness,
yourself,
should
yeah.
I say, to come into the show today. So, sometimes it has to be about you. You have to motivate yourself sometime when you don't feel like doing something. So maybe a little different than what.
No, I think that's
good.
very relevant because it's okay to be about you, but when you're always making everything about you at the expense of someone else, that's when you need to check
All right.
you.
Okay.
So,
And that's the person we're going to talk about today.
baby, we got some trauma and we got some therapists. They're going to help us through this because sometimes maybe you and I
we're guilty of
that.
Yes.
So we're going to get some healing. I don't know about the people out there, but we always want on Saturday to be very transparent.
Yeah.
And we walk into this space because we want healing when we walk out.
Well, you know, one benefit is on the Love and Victory show with Val. You know, that's Val right there.
Hello.
We come here to give sound advice out to the airways, to the world, but it mainly for us.
It's for us.
Yeah.
It's so personal for us. We come in here, we come in here and we really want to walk away different than when we came in.
Absolutely.
So today, I'm going to learn about good luck. It's not always about me. So, Nina, I'm going to ask you.
Tell her about herself, Nina.
Baby,
You so messy.
Tell her about herself.
Help me out.
I'm waiting, Val. You got
baby, I got this. You know, I have no problem with putting myself out there. I think it's a fine line between recognizing that it's not always about you and when you have to step up and let it be about you. So I'm going to ask you to start this thing off with, what does, if you're walking into this place, you're telling me it's not about me, but you don't know my story. And so right now, the best thing I can do is make it be about me so I can show up. Help me out.
Yes.
Because I've been through
That's a good
something.
question. I like that.
I'm going to walk through this the way my brain is processing through it. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think when people hear like, it's not about you, the first thing that I want to say is, at some point, it has to always actually be about you. It can't be only about you. We don't exist in a vacuum. And I think people forget that, right? Especially when we're triggered, when we've been through trauma, when we have drama going on in our lives, when we're so emotionally trying to survive in this moment that we don't know how to thrive in this moment. That's where we are, right? It's like, I exist in a vacuum. I have to do this. This is for survival. I know what's best.
It's a lot on my shoulder. I have to do this.
Exactly. The pressure of that, right? The pressure of that. But if we say, wait, I don't exist in a vacuum, and we can relieve ourselves of the responsibility to must have something, the urgency that something must happen right now, and that we know what it is. What if I just took a breath and said, wait a minute, instead of me projecting this onto other people, you're my problem, this is my problem, all the things that are outside me, what can I just own as mine first?
Wow.
I like that.
How can I first say, what do I own as mine? Because here's the thing is, I actually can't be responsible for anything that is not my thoughts, feelings, or behaviors. I do the best I can to show up for other people, but at that point, I'm being accountable for other people. I can only be responsible for what is mine.
Yeah.
So if I can take a minute and own that, my own trauma, right? Even if I think, I don't know, husband comes in, partner comes in, whatever it is, wife comes in, whatever, it doesn't matter, right? Somebody comes in and says or does something, and I feel intense rage, anger, sadness, whatever it is,
triggered.
Right? Yes, if I am triggered, right? Instead of me saying, you made me feel this way, this is on you, right? How can I say, I'm feeling angry right now?
And it's okay to express what
That's
you're
real. Yes. Right. If I don't acknowledge that, what am I going to do? I'm going to hide it under the carpet. Or I'm going to put it in the closet. And I guarantee I'm just going to keep putting it under there until
And
I trip
sooner or
over
later,
it pops out.
it's
right?
coming out.
It's coming out. So what do we say about emotion?
Because you can tell someone, lower your voice.
As one did.
My child
And they do not lower their voice.
Exactly. That
Even
didn't
louder.
happen. Yes.
Yes.
Right?
So
Because because when you tell someone to lower their voice, someone, what happens?
asking, she's not telling.
No. When you tell someone, in your mind, you're asking.
Yeah.
To the receiver, is you're telling them to
Right.
lower their voice.
Yeah.
So
the receiver is being triggered by what you want.
because you're
For
wanting to
yourself.
control.
Woo. We live in a messed up world. Huh?
It's real convoluted.
We talked to a trauma therapist.
I was about this. I mean, what we're talking about, we talk about triggered, right? Which is a buzzword, I understand, right?
Yeah.
But when we think about what is it to be triggered, it is when something in your environment has pushed a button that already existed within you. It already was there.
Yeah.
Something was already there. And it went boop, right?
Game
What ended
on.
up happening? Your emotions, the center of your part of your brain that handles your emotions, is called the amygdala for everybody who loves the brain out there, right? That part says, we're going to emotionally hijack you now to protect you. That's what your emotions are saying. This is to protect you right now.
Wow.
But they're thinking short term. They're not thinking long term.
Right.
So they will wreck things. They will say things. They will, right? And that's what will happen. Why? Your emotions get you hijacked. You can't logically think anymore.
Wow.
It cuts off the pathway between your emotional center and your logic center.
Yeah.
So
Because
Steph,
you're in fight or flight. That's
Boom.
good. Like
Fight, flight, freeze, your threat
you're
response.
no longer.
So
you know,
Steph,
present.
when you recognize you've been triggered,
He come
Okay.
with it.
you have
Side
recognized,
chuckle.
Lord,
you have recognized it. You see, oh, damn, I've been triggered.
yeah.
How do you dial it? Can you dial it back? Or if you can, how do you do that? How do you gain control
Yeah.
of yourself?
Well, for me, that's been a journey.
And that's what people need. What you saying?
That's been a journey.
Yeah.
And that is still an ongoing journey.
Yes.
But in order to become a person who did not fly off the handle when I was triggered, I had to make it about me and go on a journey of self-discovery to identify why is that my automatic reaction when things don't go my way, when I feel offended, when I feel frustrated, when I feel
Yes.
sad, when I'm angry. And so that journey led me to see how destructive that behavior was, right? Because I say this to my clients, when you are your angriest, you are your stupidest.
Ooh.
And I stand on that.
Let me tell you something.
And wait, but because I asked you that question because I wanted you to tap into what
I'm sorry,
you
y'all
tell
didn't
your
know.
client,
We
not versus
getting
what you
healing
do
today.
yourself.
Oh, yeah. Listen, because
Do
I'm
you have
sometimes
words for your clients when they
trigger.
Girl, we get some free therapy.
Well, the thing is, when you're triggered, is it doesn't have to be this big catastrophic ordeal, right? When I'm triggered, that's an indicator, again, that maybe a boundary or a value of mine has been breached. This person is impeding on it. And I always say, take a step back before you do anything and gather yourself. Because if you fly off the handle because you were triggered, right? If a light comes on,
stupid begot stupid at this point.
that's what it is. Like if a light comes on in your car, right?
You know, it's a warning sign.
It's an indicator of something.
Something is off.
So let me take a step back and check and see what that is. And then let me deal with myself. Like you're saying, keep the focus on me. Why was I triggered? I try to do that in most of my relationships when I feel like I'm being triggered.
Yeah.
I try to take a step back and figure out what is going on in me where I felt like I needed to pick up a spirit of
Girl,
offense.
I'm ready to run over here because here's my reaction to triggers.
Yeah.
I want to talk.
So
I
you
have to
stonewall.
I have to when I feel it coming up, I have to go here.
Oh, yeah.
I have to go here. Don't
Well, you
keep,
must do that with other people because damn sure don't do it with me.
She be slamming them doors.
yeah, I be like the doors don't happen quickly. I be like, give me my moment. And then you keep coming at me. I'm like, give me my moment. And you keep coming at me.
No.
Yes.
No.
But that's healthy though.
Yeah, it's not.
Do
in
you
a
understand
sense,
what I'm saying?
Because
No,
if
no.
you're emotionally
Yes.
flooded, you need to step
you
back
got
and
to give
recalibrate.
me my moment, not your moment, my moment.
Because it is about you.
It's about me at that moment. I know that I feel it raging inside of me. And I know that if you don't give me my moment, you're going to get this moment.
Yes.
So for me to stay in the place that I need to be in, give me my moment.
So what if your significant other
Come on, baby.
recognize that you are triggered?
Yes.
Back up.
Shut their mouth at this point because they know you've been triggered. I done said the wrong word.
Right.
Now, so let me. Yeah. And the continuation of the
Well, there was a buildup.
frustration just keep pouring and pouring and pouring.
It was a buildup. We getting out here. Y'all better come on in here and get y'all Get y'all
It's like, I just shut up now.
But it took you a minute, baby. It took you a minute because we getting out, baby. We getting free therapy. Y'all better come on in here. So here's what I'm saying. I done said. First of all, I went on mute.
Right.
I went on mute, and you still. I went on mute.
Okay, you talking about in.
I'm talking about
At the
Val.
work
It's about me right now.
Yes.
I went on mute.
Period.
And I'm still hearing. Oh! And I'm on mute. What they doing? like, stop talking. And it's still going. Girl, stop doing that. So at this point now,
I was wondering what
so at this point, I'm throwing up now because you kept talking. I need silence.
No.
Brother Carter,
It's happening right now. Do you see it?
Did you see it? Did you see it?
Stephanie called it. She said it's emotional flooding, right? There's just one image, one way to say it's the flood, and it just keeps rising when we keep adding to it. It just keeps rising.
Don't
It's
talk.
like, I need a funnel for this.
Don't
It
talk.
just keeps rising.
Don't say nothing.
So
Don't just walk away. Walk away.
Sometimes that's what it takes. Right? It's like I say,
Read
find
the
an
room.
exit, take a minute, or I say, be the rock. If you know that your partner, because really, right, I'm here for you, Brother Carter, right here from a lot of men, right? Is my wife this week? A bunch of my clients coming
I'm
in with this,
representing
right?
the men today.
And but it goes both ways, right? It goes all ways. But when your partner is flooded, they're not emotionally sober right now.
Yeah.
Would you talk to a drunk person about something logical? No. Be the rock that they need. And if they can't have you as a rock right now while their ocean is rocking, take a step away.
Wow.
Get away. Woo, baby, let me
Take a
I
minute.
love that. Yeah.
What? Did y'all hear that?
I have a question.
If you can't read the room, leave the room.
That's the best thing you can do at that
I mean,
point.
they say it takes about 20 minutes
Boom.
when a person is emotionally flooded for them to come back to
Yes.
themselves.
So that's probably
I don't know.
Yeah,
Put save on that, y'all. 20 minutes.
Yeah.
20
do?
minutes.
20 minutes.
I mean, the
Okay.
empirical data
I got
shows.
a
I
about
really agree with that.
Here's the ex-boyfriend though.
Oh,
Here's where he comes
Okay,
in.
where he come in?
Because we were talking, right? And he got mad at me.
Are you
He got
still
upset
talking
about
to him?
No, this was years ago.
years ago. Okay,
So he told me this thing. Okay, how can I not put it out there without really putting it out there? Okay, I text
Well,
him.
you
Hey.
open your mouth. Now put it out there.
I say, hey, I can't come visit you this weekend, but we're gonna spend Thanksgiving, whatever. And he got so offended. He started. He's triggered immediately.
Mhm.
And then he went into we don't need to see each other next weekend because you're blah, 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 blah. How about we just break up right now? Blah, 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 blah. And then he's like, you know what? Blah, blah, blah. He just went on a tangent. So I went ahead. I'm like, I'm not going to feed into this anymore.
Mhm.
And I said, take a minute. When you are done, when you read my text, when you are done, because I'm not going to communicate with you when you're offending me.
Mhm.
And I'm not going to answer anything else. So I didn't answer anything else. And I left him sending me messages about, oh, you don't love me. You don't want to see
Sometimes
me.
when you send a text, the other party see it saying
something
something different than what you
Yes,
actually
yeah. Exactly.
Yes, that's the word I'm looking for.
Exactly.
Interpreted totally different.
because they're in a whole different mindset.
different minds.
Like a filter on
And
the
it's the
brain.
same thing sometimes with words. When a person is enraged,
Mhm.
they're not hearing things the way you are trying to say it because
Mhm.
they're on a whole, they're in this place of what you
Yeah.
call it, fight or flight.
Fight or flight.
Yeah. And so they're in a defensive posture
Yeah.
because something has triggered them that put them in a space of being unsafe or something is going to happen to them. So whatever you're saying, it's not even, they're not even rational at that moment.
Absolutely.
So the more you keep saying something, hello, what they doing? What am I
Emotional
hearing?
flood.
When they
Do the noise.
can you do that noise?
Oh, I mean, for some people, it's like,
It's like stop. It's a whole rage
No.
in your
It's
brain.
overwhelming.
It's
It's overstimulated.
It's not me.
It's okay.
Okay,
There's
thank
nothing
you.
going on right
Okay,
now.
it's not
Be
going
the rock.
on. Okay, thank
Be the
you.
rock.
Okay, thank you.
Calm it down.
Ocean don't need to rock. I'll be
Okay,
your
thank
rock.
you. Y'all
It's okay, honey. It's okay.
Okay,
Yes,
baby, rub
yes.
me again. Rub my back. It's not
Get
about
a
me.
room.
It's not about me. It's not about me. Okay,
Yeah.
y'all.
It took him 2 days. 2 days to come back to tell me that, oh, now I read your message. Now I can communicate with you. I'm said, oh, it's too late. 2 days too late. Sorry.
Maybe that's 48
You
hours.
had 20 minutes, babe.
Yup.
That's it.
20 minutes. It took you that long. You really need to seek
Yeah,
out these
yeah.
two ladies
Yeah.
for some healing.
Yeah, no,
Yup.
she know he's emotionally unstable.
Way
In
more.
all his ways.
In all his,
Mhm.
what you
Yeah.
say? In all his,
In all his
Yeah,
ways.
in all his
Mhm.
ways.
Okay.
I
That's
have a
that
question.
double-minded person, huh?
Yes.
I have a question. Whose responsibility is it?
Yours.
There's your answer.
Yes. Get your question
I
out.
think I know the answer, but I just want us to talk about this. Whose responsibility is it when you're triggered to to avoid the trigger, I guess. Like who, you know what I'm saying? Is it like if I'm talking to Stephanie and she says something that triggers me, is that her fault or is it my fault?
Well, I think I'm gonna ask the profession, but I'm gonna give you my unlicensed version of it.
You're gonna be right.
My unlicensed version of that is when you say something to me that triggers me, I'm the first one that knows it triggered me. So I have a responsibility as an individual to go into, okay, I'm either going to react to that or I'm going to go into a defense. I'm going to react to it, or I'm going to sit here and figure out how to not give you what you're trying to get from me.
How to respond instead
You
of
understand?
react.
So it's a process in that. You have to give that person a safe place and time to deal with that.
So it's your fault when you get triggered.
No, I don't necessarily know. It's not your fault. It's based off of your experience. So what you have to allow that person, if you just keep pressing them for something and you see that they don't naturally respond the way you want them to respond, and they respond another way, you don't have the right to judge them because they're saying, give me a moment. And I think, tell me if I'm wrong, when someone gives you that sign to say, give me a moment, it's nothing wrong with that. That's actually healthy.
No, I'm just going to help you out what you're saying.
Okay, well, help me out.
And help answer the question.
Okay, see.
He did an unlicensed version.
He get that.
But it is my fault if you say something that triggered me, it's my fault I'm triggered. But if you continue, let me get my aspect of this. If you continue to push that trigger button, now it becomes your fault. That makes sense?
No.
So you're saying that makes sense.
I don't see it.
I think what Brother Carter might be referring to is a boundary.
The boundary.
Like,
okay, well, break it down where it makes sense.
Let's break it down.
Let's break it down.
Okay,
Yeah.
you seen, I'm going to let y'all analyze what I just said.
Okay,
y'all,
I didn't know.
Y'all give your professional.
We're going to offer another interpretation.
Professionals in here, yes.
Another interpretation.
Yes. And so I'm just saying, if you trigger me, if you push a button on me, that button is pushed. I own that.
Yeah.
Right.
And again, if you continue pushing that button,
then you
now
get
that
what you
becomes
get.
yours.
Right. Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah.
Okay, can y'all break that down
break that.
for
That's the
clinically? Baby, I need some therapy because
Nice and clean.
So let's start. You a Leo, so you understand I'm a Leo. You know,
Hey,
let's
Leo.
start there, and then we're gonna clean it up with the spirit. How you doing? Okay, so there's a whole bunch of emotions
That's
going
a
on.
lion that roar right there.
Okay, so we're gonna start. We're gonna start with you, and then we're gonna have Stephanie answer, wrap that up too.
Yes. Okay. So imagine.
See?
Imagine, yes. I love to work through imagery.
I love the drama tree.
Me too, and the noises, like sound bites. Because you scared me when you started doing that.
She's like, what is that? Where's that coming from? Imagine that you're like a planet. Okay. And as we know with planets, things revolve around them, right? When you think about you it being at the core and whatever's at the center is what's rippling out. Right. Well, let's say you're a human being that doesn't know that you have a trigger button that exists. You don't know. It's there, but you don't know that it's there. And then all of a sudden, Susie Mayhew comes in and says something.
Susie Mayhew. Did y'all catch that?
Leave it up to Susie Mayhew. Susie Mayhew comes in and says something or does something, and all of a sudden that button goes boop, right?
Here it is.
And now you're triggered and you're feeling a lot of big feelings, right? I would take out of the equation that there's any fault or blame because it is just a part of your personal narrative. It's just a fact of your life that through your lived experiences, that button has come to exist. And now that you know it exists, I would say it is now my responsibility to be like, oh, snap, crackle, pop. I got a trigger button. I can avoid this and ignore it and blame everybody else about it. Or I can try to work through and process it so that it just it gets reintegrated. We call that back into it's just a part of my story. It's not something that has to be reliving itself constantly.
Come on now.
Right? So then we had this other part that I think Brother Carter was getting into is, so what happens if I tell Susie Mayhew, oh my gosh, when you, I don't know, comment on my weight, comment on my hair, comment on fill in the blank, right? I just realized that's really triggering for me. Could you not do that?
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to loop them into my system and say, here's how you can support my solar system to run effectively while I try to process through this.
Come on now.
Right? So less of the fault or blame. Now, Susie May, who keeps coming in and pushing that trigger button.
I gave you caution signs.
Okay. Yes. Right. At this point, what I would say, still because it's my responsibility to protect my solar system, I would say, I'm either not effectively communicating this to Susie May Who, or Susie May Who may not have the capacity to be in my life right now. I may have to remove her to protect.
But that's going to cause you to have to be rational, should I say, versus being reactive. And so that's a huge problem. I know this is women's.
But no,
y'all
Brother Carter, we're not gonna. No, that's so sexist. But anyway,
I'm standing up for the men.
That's sexist.
I mean, I can give you some male examples.
Yeah.
Remember the ex.
Remember. Okay. So I disagree for two reasons, because you still have a responsibility, but that person that's on the other side, that you also are, obviously there is a relationship there.
Yeah.
And if they're unwilling to hear your cry out, because that's what it is, a cry out, and they keep doing something, you have a responsibility to your peace, to yourself, to say, you know what, I need to, not that I don't love you, but I need to separate myself from you.
I may need to
for
love
a
you from a
moment.
distance.
Yes, because I can't keep bringing myself into a place of being unhealthy, because my unhealthiness, because you trigger me and you're unwilling to recognize what you're doing to me, is not healthy for me. So I have to separate myself until I can get some healing, or you can get some healing.
Boom.
And to add to that, I would just say, consider the source, right? If this is a friend in your life and you do have a great relationship, but they've said something that
Friend or family or foe.
Yep, absolutely. But they've said something that may have offended you. Resist the urge to build a case against them.
Correct.
Say that, repeat that.
Resist the urge to build a case against them, because people don't know what's going to often trigger us.
That's why we have a responsibility to at least give them grace and have a conversation, or maybe not
have a conversation. I
agree. Understand?
Have a conversation and let them know, like you're saying, be effective in your communication.
Yes.
State how you feel, state what you need. When you said this about my weight, Susie May Who, it bothered me.
It hurt me.
It hurt me.
Don't turn around and just say, you don't look that damn good yourself. So
and that takes practice. Because what you're saying is true, right? We're giving the mature perspective here.
Yes.
But the reality is that is a tough road to travel, because it does take a lot of growing pains and maturity and being burned, and then people pouring salt into those wounds for you to take a step back and have to reevaluate yourself, be introspective long enough to identify what the trigger is, go to the root of that trigger, deal with it at the root, so that there's nothing to medicate and manage moving forward. So even if Susie Who may says something along the lines of that again to you, it doesn't push that same button, because I've done some internal work where you can't even phase me, because I know that you're a wounded individual.
Right.
I own my
but that
and
also,
Susie May Who, it's not her first time saying this to you, so you know what's coming.
But here's the
Susie
difference.
May Who.
Even though you know what's coming from Susie May Who, you have to do some stuff for you, so that you don't give the power. And so you understand, because even though that's Susie May Who, you know who she is, and you know she gonna do the same old silly stuff.
Thank you for giving personality to
Susie May Who.
You
know, so even though you're out there, Susie, if you're out there, we ain't talking about you, but Susie May. Yeah. So even if you know that that's what she's going to do, and that's her natural act, you still have to work and deal with you.
Yeah.
There is no such thing as, don't have any emotion behind it, because that hurts you. And when I hear, or when people expect me, I got all the person I can talk to, and I'm looking in the camera and work on is me. When people expect me not to feel something because they don't feel, they're not as invested in what I'm feeling at that moment.
Absolutely.
They have their own guard up, and maybe that don't mean that much to them, but it means a lot to me. So don't tell me how to feel in that moment. What you can do if you care about me is help me through that moment.
Absolutely.
Am I wrong?
Susie
No,
Mae who
because people who
not gonna
care
help
about you
though.
should care about how they make you feel.
Right.
Yes.
So I don't think you're wrong at all.
Oh, baby, let me
Yeah.
tell y'all something.
You know what? When Susie Mae who come to me and tell me about something about myself,
Mhm.
Susie Mae who do this often.
Yeah.
Okay, and so what I'm doing now is I'm saying I'm gonna come up with another game plan. When Susie Mae who come in here and say something new, I got something. I'm gonna be proactive
Mhm.
in this situation now. I'm not gonna let that infiltrate me.
That's
at
a
this
good
point.
word.
Baby.
I'm finna shine that mirror right back at you. So when that word come at me, it's gonna bounce right back at you.
Uh-huh.
But you know what? That's one of your strengths. And here's the thing: that's your gift, and that's your
But that's
strength.
what we do on the Love and Victory Show. We give
That's
people,
true.
little pieces of
I understand that, but that's your
things you
gift.
can do.
That's your gift. There is something that was innately built up in you as a child
Come
to
on.
be able to
Nature
do
versus
Wait a
that.
minute, come on with that word.
You
just-
understand what I'm saying? But maybe that person that you're talking to and telling them to be like you, that wasn't there. And so it's so unfair when you expect them to react to a situation like you react to a situation or I react to a situation. We got to allow them their own tools that they need. And that's why we have the Love and Victory Show. And we bring people that are licensed because we just unlicensed over here. We give them their tools. You have to give them that that space to be able to.
And I get that totally.
You understand what I'm saying?
But you cannot allow Susie Mae who
Yeah.
to come in every day at work and make these same comments. You know she's gonna make these comments.
That's his therapy moment there.
No, you have to come with a proactive way of not allowing that to affect you.
Yeah.
You know, because it's
Yeah.
coming.
Well,
It's
She's
coming.
gonna be who she's
But-
gonna be.
Yes.
But what I'm saying, if she's at work every day, at some point you have to make a conscious decision, and whether she's at work or in your life, you have to make a conscious decision while you get healing to separate yourself. Because if she's continuing to do that and you know that that's affecting you, which means that you haven't gotten that, it's kind of like that medication hadn't got set up in your in your system yet. She's continuing to have you react.
Yeah.
So until you're able to build yourself up, you can say hello to Susie Mae at work and keep it pushing.
Yeah.
You can't bring her in your space.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
So
I would
Stephanie,
say-
isn't that giving other people power over you when you allow people to constantly trigger you?
I'll say this. I don't know if it's giving them power, but I will say maybe asking yourself a deeper question. Who does Susie Mae who represent in my life?
Like, there you go.
Because she probably represents someone who was very harsh and was brutal and critical in their approach towards me, and the way that they interacted with me, the way that they dealt with me. It has affected me. And so when I see her, I see another person that represents so much more than Susie Mae who.
Ooh.
But I will say this.
And she looking in the camera on y'all.
I'm about to lose my job.
Hello.
Because I'm going to let Susie know.
Yeah.
This is the thing.
got to.
You don't have to be aggressive when you let somebody know where to get off at.
Yes.
Hey, so I'm going to tell on you too. I'm going to HR.
There you
Susie,
go.
I'm going to give Susie one opportunity to stop playing in my face.
There you go.
And then the second time I'm going to HR. And then I'm going to document. I'm going to keep a paper trail. Because if you don't keep a paper trail, it never happens.
It never happened. And HR don't do nothing. We gonna have
And Susie won't be there anymore.
I'm just saying, because you can't just keep walking by it with Susie Mae who, like she's not doing it. She continues to do this.
Because who else is she doing
Who
it
is she?
to?
She's doing it
She's
to?
an antagonistic individual.
Right.
Who has so many wounds, and I'm not at work to deal with your wounds. We're not doing hallway
I'm trying to
therapy.
do this job.
Right.
Okay, baby, Abigail going.
You want me to go? We're going. Okay.
Fight. I'm fine.
Like I'm joking. I'm a professional.
Yeah, perfect.
I can't tap Susie Mae who on the shoulder and say, come on out here.
I know some. $15.
$15. Okay, that's a whole other story. Maybe she got a $15 friend. Okay, thank you.
Something that kind of, this is like more of like a piece of advice that I kind of do as a reminder when I'm triggered. If I'm dealing with someone who's maybe overly critical or maybe somebody who is they just don't like me and they're being nasty to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yes, take it to HR if it gets to that level, right? But I also recognize I'm that girl. So if you're overly critical of me, it's because you're dealing with something on your own. And that's where I say it's not about me. It's about you.
Mhm.
You don't love yourself, so you can't even begin to love me or appreciate me.
Mhm.
I'm not going to dim my light
To make you comfortable.
Yep.
So that's why
Never
I'm
in a
not.
million years.
That's why I'm not
Never do
dealing
that.
with you. And don't think that I'm wrong because I don't want to deal with you. Because it's, for me, my piece is just so that I can be the best that I can be for me. Is I have to really put you over here.
They're mad that their light doesn't shine as bright.
Yes,
Yeah.
and if I let you keep triggering me, and the more I deal with you, you're dimming me, and you're making me into who you want me to be. So the best thing I can do.
Well,
And you're
Susie
feeding
Mae,
that.
who is doing her job or his job, whoever that person may
But you
be.
can't give them that power.
Wait,
They on an assignment.
They're doing their job. What is Satan's job? Is to kill, steal, and to destroy.
Right.
And
That's
so Susie Mae, who is being used by who? Satan.
and that's why you
And
have
so,
to.
and Satan sees a light shining, and he wants to do what? Dim.
Quench it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And that's
And
why
so
you
you're-
have to separate yourself. See, people like to say, "Oh,
You can't just separate yourself from the world, baby.
but it's not from the world. You have to. I have to.
No.
Just from the situation.
Okay, no.
No, I'm not gonna let you finish that
No,
off.
no.
I have
At
to.
some point,
We will, because I'm gonna come back.
we are responsible for our being
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
in
so
this
true.
place.
But that's true.
We just can't say every time I see Stephanie, I just want to go the other way because
No.
she get on my nerves.
No,
Yeah.
but what I can say, we're gonna go to that thing, and unless the license, because you're unlicensed like me, unless the licensed people can tell me something, when I know that there is a unhealthy environment for myself, it's kind of like if I'm an alcoholic, if I smoke, if I'm a
Don't go to the
crackhead,
bar.
if I keep taking myself to the bar and I know that there is a problem there, then I'm not trying to get healthy. So at some point, even though I know that Susie Mae Who is a trigger for me, because every time I see her, she's going to do this.
Yeah.
I have to get myself out of that situation or I'm not going to get where I need to go. I went to HR. No, I attempted first to talk to Susie Mae Who. Susie Mae Who's not even trying to hear what I got to say because she don't know.
Susie Mae Who don't give a doggone about your feelings.
Wait, Brother Carter.
Not that she's been trying to
Susie
dim
Mae
it.
Who is not trying to hear because she's on an assignment and I am too. She's on a, so I went to her, didn't work. Then I went to my supervisor. She didn't change. She made excuses for Susie Mae Who because she may be a producer or she need her in that seat. Then I went to HR. HR didn't do anything. You told me to document, so I'm documenting. But I still got to go sit to the desk next to her. At some point, I got to say to myself, I need this job. What I need more than this job, I need my sanity. You understand? I have to make a decision for myself to separate, because if I keep going back into a situation where Susie Mae Who is hurting me and breaking me down to the core.
And you can't do your
And
job
I can't
now.
do my job.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to become the problem because it's breaking me down. You understand? Don't tell me to respond like she's not there. She's there. I see her there. So I have to make a decision that's healthy for me.
Right.
And healthy for me means I have to separate myself from that situation.
So you
If-
gonna quit your job?
Well, I have to. I have to figure out what's best. Trust me, I ain't leaving for free. But anyway, I have to figure it out because I did my due diligence.
Yeah.
You understand what
all
I
you
have
can
to,
do.
because at the end of the day, it's about my healthy state of mind.
All righty.
I mean, am I saying that right? Baby, I know it's question and answer,
What
but
do you think?
I'm talking to the licensed people.
I'm asking
She needs some.
I need some license here.
because I really do think y'all are saying the same thing
Mhm.
in different ways. Y'all really are saying the same thing. You're just saying like this is how it starts, and I feel like you're like wrapping it up. But
They like
if
to argue sometimes.
Okay.
Maybe I done seen it.
Yeah.
You know, I
But it's
say this
healthy.
all the time on this show. I say, baby, you just said the same thing I just said.
But I have to break it down because you give one word. And what I'm
Yes,
trying to
some
do,
nuance to
you here's the thing.
that's the complete package.
The complete package is I have to because I have to paint the picture.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you have, and when you're talking, you can't just say Oh, you just think
Okay.
you have to paint the picture.
Yeah.
And for me, I have to paint the picture.
Yeah.
That's how I breathe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. And she's not you I think you thought she was saying that she's running from the opposition, but that's not what she's saying. She's saying I'm going to take all of these measures
Yeah.
before I remove myself completely from the situation. So she's not running from the opposition. So you really are saying the same thing. You started it, you gave the middle and the end and more context. So you said the same thing. And that was the best unlicensed version I ever heard.
Write me in, baby. Y'all need, I can't get y'all a prescription,
Check.
but I can help y'all with life.
Q&A.
Yes, ma'am.
Ready?
Yes.
Ready, Freddie?
We're gonna do a few questions.
Oh, it's already that time.
It's
Yeah.
that time.
Baby, you just talked for 30 minutes right
and,
there.
and it's my show, and I can, and I did.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. Well, several people are asking
Oh, Lord.
this one. I'm gonna go with the last one because we have 3 different versions of this one. Have you ever felt frustrated after knowing you are not the main person of the story?
Mm-mm.
I'm always the man.
Okay, I'm never frustrated because
It's not about you.
It's not about you.
in there. It depends on the moment, right? Okay, y'all answer that, therapist. They can't help
Well,
y'all.
I feel like if you're
I mean-
frustrated, right? If you're frustrated, it means that there's something within you insecure about not
Where you're
being
lacking
exactly.
But then also sometimes you want
You want the attention.
Yeah, you want the attention. Say that you've done something great. You want the positive accolades.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have been frustrated before. Maybe as a kid too, your parent overlooking
Mhm.
something that you did,
You worked
and they,
hard.
telling your siblings you did a good job. Even now, yes, we need that positive affirmation
Yes.
and that reassurance to an extent. So yes, sometimes I can be frustrated about that, and I think that's human nature.
Yes.
I would say, how can you own that as a part of what is real for you, right? Just be transparent about it. If I'm frustrated by something, use that I statement. Man, I am frustrated about this because snap, crackle, pop. Turns out I need a little bit more attention right now.
Mhm.
Maybe who do I need that attention from? Is it me needing to give me that attention? Do I need it from, like, who is it that I really can get this? How do I get this for myself instead of projecting on the situation?
Wow.
And
So you may get the wrong attention. You may be getting something that you're not asking.
This is why you got to
Yeah.
do your own processing and know, like, what is it that you really need, right?
Yes, you
And
have
sometimes we learn through realizing, like, hey, I thought that I wanted XYZ
Yeah.
thing, but really what I needed
But you
was
got
ABC
to
thing.
really feel that you gotta
Absolutely.
allow yourself to feel.
Mhm.
If you numb, then you could just you gotta feel.
Gotta feel.
You
Yeah.
gotta feel
And not be
It's
afraid of those
uncomfortable.
feelings.
Yes.
Yep. Got to find some comfort
It's
in the
gonna be all
discomfort.
right, though, honey.
Baby, I got my healing today.
Ow! I always have to think about the fact too, like, I think about me all the time, right? You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
You're only
I'm
child.
the center of my
Yes.
own thoughts, right?
Universe, yes.
Right. Everybody is.
Mhm.
So you can't
Yes.
expect someone to think about you the same way you do, even the people close to you, because they have their own, they're worried about themselves and their world and
Right.
their responsibilities.
I have an image for that.
You have an image?
Ooh.
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
So when we talk about a clash between people, any kind of differences, arguments, whatever happens, right? I call it a culture clash, right? We talk about it as an individual culture, and everybody has their own individual culture. But the image that I give is, imagine you have an individual culture island, okay?
Mhm.
Exactly. You got an island. Everybody's got an island, okay? Congratulations.
Yeah.
And when you realize, oh snap, I have my own island, that means I have to be responsible for everything that's happening on my island, okay?
Mhm.
Because what happens when me and Susie May, whose islands come up against each other and we have a
Mhm.
culture clash? What's really happening is my lived experience has said, these are the cultural expectations of how things should happen.
Mhm.
And she has her own lived experience around cultural
Right.
expectations of what should happen, right?
Right.
These are just different, basically, like if you were to go to another country,
Yeah.
a different standard, it's a different way of living. Now,
Yeah.
how do you build a bridge
Ooh.
is the real question, but it's a
Mhm.
difference in individual cultures.
I
That's
appreciate
really good.
I appreciate that, Oprah, for giving us all an island, you know.
Yes, thank you for my island.
I got an island.
Because I wish I would have got that kind when she was.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Okay, what else? Next question.
All right.
Do
We
one more
have
question.
Two.
Wait, did you
Two
get
more?
the concept of the
He
story?
did. He did because he focused on
No,
his
I get the concept
What
that,
is
you
it?
know, what I get out of everything
That's
at the end of the
what
day is that you are responsible for your island.
Yep.
Regardless, no matter how many islands come up against your island,
Yep.
you are still ultimately responsible
cold man.
for your island.
So,
Island.
So
in other words,
sure enough, you're right.
so in other words, if somebody come over in my island, I gotta protect it at all costs.
Yes.
That's what I got out of it.
You're responsible for it.
Yeah.
And then think about it, right? Because here's
Yeah.
the thing: is you have somebody coming to you and saying, "Here's what we're used to over here." Like,
Yes,
these are
but
laws,
you're
rules,
over here in my island, and you're gonna
Exactly.
tell me how to act in my
Oh,
island.
you
if
just
you
can't
don't
come
like
on my
that-
island and start cutting down trees. I didn't give you permission to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
I did not give you permission. That is such a great statement to say when somebody is putting you down or doing something, trying to dim your light.
Yeah.
I just want to be clear. I am not giving you permission to
Yeah.
put me down in this moment.
Yes.
Exit
Uh,
statement.
Baby,
Yeah. Come on, I need to set up an appointment with y'all.
We are the truth counselors over
There
here.
you are.
Unlicensed truth counselors. Go
We have
ahead.
time for one more question.
Okay.
All right. From
Oh.
Susan on Facebook. In a relationship, when do you stop thinking that it's not about me all the time?
In a relationship,
I can
when do you
rephrase
stop
this.
thinking that it's not
When do you
about
stop
me?
Right
thinking
now.
it's not
When
about me?
when do you start including, like, when you're in a relationship?
Let's
when
ask
go
you,
from-
since you've been in a relationship all your life. When did you know? When did you stop thinking that it was all about you?
Still working on it.
At some point you go from single, right, where you only have to worry about yourself. You only have to worry about maybe, like,
I've always been in a relationship, so I ain't been
yeah,
single.
so
Serial
you
monogamous.
don't count for this one.
Okay, but I want to answer
You've been
this.
with Brother Carter since you were, what,
Well,
14?
how can you
I've been with
answer?
Brother Carter literally since I was
14.
about 13, 14.
Mm.
But I literally started dating him at 16. So I've never been single. So let me tell you, it's always been, I've been trying to
I've
figure
been your daddy all your life, huh?
you a predator. No,
Yeah,
no, baby.
Well,
No.
that's some layers to that one. We ain't gonna touch that.
No. But literally what I mean by that is that,
What?
you've been there so long.
I've always been there.
Always.
That's why your mama called me her son.
And she mean it with so much passion. It's so much passion. But
Yeah.
I went through a couple of phases on that of knowing, I don't even want to talk about that. Go to somebody else.
Next question.
No, we got to answer that one.
Mm-hmm. So you
Next
answer.
question or answer?
You answer the question,
The
brother.
question is essentially, when do you start, like, not only thinking about yourself when you're in a
When you're in a
relationship? Should that be, I'm going to actually take it a step further. Should that be in the we're getting to know each other phase? Should that be after we're, like, officially, should that be after marriage? Like, when do you start taking away from, like, the individual mindset to, like, oh, I have a whole other person
I
to
think,
consider?
and that's why I'm saying for me, I can't, because it's interchangeable. There are
Yeah.
times when I am, it's not about me. That's when I'm willing to allow and sacrifice.
See.
And then
see,
there are times.
you didn't take the vows personally, should I say?
I did,
No,
brother. Carter.
no.
Brother, I
No.
did. I'm still here.
No. Because see, when you married me, when you said I do,
I do
you
what?
gave up you
Oh no, I didn't.
and you became me.
That's what people want you to think.
That's going
You
into allow.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Don't-
That's why you get in
Yeah.
trouble with your
Okay.
mouth.
You're toxic, Brother Carter.
Yeah.
See, you are
Don't
triggered.
really allow.
On Women's
Oh,
History Month.
Toxicity.
I know it. I have
It's
to
giving
do this.
toxicity.
Toxicity.
So that goes in like I say, there are times when it's not about you.
Yeah.
And we as individuals should recognize it's not about you. That's like going into a place that you know is not necessarily good for you,
Yeah.
but you're going because for the greater good
Yeah.
of the relationship. Don't cut me
So
off.
why is the divorce rate so high?
Baby,
Don't cut her
let me
off.
finish saying what I'm saying. Okay. Then there are times when you're like, you know what? It's about me.
Yeah.
It really is about me.
Yeah.
See, y'all.
Why you playing with her?
Recognize it as a rock woman, huh?
The divorce rate is high.
That's what we need to come back and talk
do
about.
y'all know?
Yeah.
Do y'all know why we've survived?
Final thoughts.
No, I'm not there for them yet. I'm going to get this out.
Get it out.
I'm going to.
Because this is your
It's
show.
my show, baby. Ain't nobody gonna cut me off.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, baby.
I know.
No.
You're so
You
beautiful.
look so nice.
Yeah, baby, you're so beautiful. Let me untangle this thing.
See y'all. He
Her
think he
man
gonna
bought her that jumpsuit. Don't she look good
He
in that
think
green?
he gonna distract me. He not. Y'all not. I'm gonna say
Is that a sage?
it's a sage, but I'm
It's
gonna.
real cute.
It's okay, but I'm gonna say what I'm saying,
And you will.
and I will. Y'all can do all that other stuff, everybody. But here's what we gonna say.
But when that
There
ain't
is a
that
time.
don't mean you're not as beautiful as I said you were.
That's why.
All
But I'm
right.
still going back.
All
Okay, there is a time. There are hills and valleys that you go through
Yeah.
of knowing when it's not
Mhm.
about you.
Mhm.
And for me, the best advice I can give is that when you know
Mhm.
it's about you, or when you
Mhm.
feel it needs to be about you, check
Yeah.
if whether or not you're trying to just. What's that thing when when your imposter is up? If you're doing
Oh,
it,
imposter
when you're
syndrome?
doing an imposter, it's about you, or are you
Mhm.
doing it because this is your day?
Mm.
My 59th birthday, it's about me.
Yeah.
That was
That's
it was
true.
about me. So it's not
That's
about
your
me.
birthday.
It's not
Yeah.
about me
Yeah.
making everybody. I invited you.
Yeah.
Make yourself comfortable because I invited you.
Bring a gift.
Yeah.
Bring a gift.
Mhm.
Now,
But
if
in a
I'm-
marriage, it's not about you. It's about your partner in a marriage.
it's about
It's
us.
about, yeah.
Yeah.
I
See,
like
you
that
can't-
language.
It's about us.
Mhm.
And so when you
When you say it's about us, it's about me giving up my own ideas of what I want to be because I love you so. I want to.
I'm
just
glad
make
that's who
happy.
you are.
Yes.
But I'm just
know what
telling you
saying?
that
So
I'm glad
my
that's who
life
you,
is
I'm
my
good.
life is to just
That's why
see you
that's why I've been with you
bloom
48
like
years.
a beautiful
Thank
flower.
you.
And
That's-
she has.
Yes,
and that's
yes.
why I've been with
And
you.
so
Thank you
that's my
so-
job.
Thank you
And
so
your
much.
job
Thank you
as a
so
wife
much. Did we get into
is
healing on
to
this
to
show?
submit
Because
to your
Abigail is
husband.
like, I gotta.
Oh,
Do y'all see?
right you
Okay, we
He's gonna
cannot.
submit.
We cannot get to the final thought. 'cause
Submit ye one to another.
Well, see, we're not gonna end this show, y'all. I hope y'all
Come on
totally.
now.
I hope y'all love this show like we did. We got 2 minutes, and I'm sorry we got to get the final thoughts. And I promise y'all gonna see Brother Carter next Saturday. He gonna come back. I'm not gonna take him out when we get in the car. When we leave here, we're gonna be all right.
Wait, but can I ask one
Go
question?
ahead.
Just for the people in relationship, this is good for us. How do you find the balance, like really,
Mhm.
of not just being solely focused on yourself, but also like, or not losing your identity in the
Mhm.
relationship, but also like that give or take? How are y'all doing that? Like, how
Yeah.
do we do that?
Ooh.
Well, a lot of people would say a happy wife, a happy life
Mhm.
as a man. What about me?
Right.
But she didn't ask- she didn't say about you.
wait.
She said, "How do we do it?"
Nita.
Okay.
Nita, I'm telling her to wait.
Okay. Keep going.
So I think that's a myth. That's a whole
Mhm.
idea of not a happy relationship. When
Mhm.
you just constantly as a man giving unto your wife all the time and you never
You're
have nothing for yourself.
Yep.
You're making a sad example of a man for yourself.
Mhm.
Happy wife, happy life. Give me a sound effect. But it should be give and take, and that's what I'm saying. We should be able to do.
She said,
It should be a
how
happy
how we
wife.
do it.
Mhm.
The question was how.
I'm getting to it.
Okay, okay.
I'm getting to it.
She over here talking about. We got 2 seconds.
Oh, let's go.
Sorry,
No,
Abby.
we're not
I don't
going
have a
there.
thought.
No,
Okay.
we're gonna
I don't have a
answer
final
the.
thought.
We're not gonna leave people. They asked us a question. We're gonna answer the question. So you give how do you answer a question?
I just did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
She didn't get it though, but it
Okay.
went over her head.
Okay.
It was right there.
No, you said
was right there.
You said you have to like
You gotta clean it up because he ain't say nothing.
you clean it up. I don't know.
Because he ain't say nothing. Okay, I promise y'all we going. Okay, so
Final thoughts.
for me,
Yeah.
after you asked the
Come on.
question, ask it again, and I'm gonna answer it for my version.
But the explanation was so long, I kind of don't remember.
I think Brother Carter is saying that when there's a balance in the marriage, it starts with also asking if the husband is happy. Because he has happy
It's a
wife,
give
happy
and take.
life.
It's a give and take.
Give and take.
Some days it's her day. Some days it should be my day.
Yeah.
That would make the marriage last long.
Okay.
It's not all about you all the
Right.
time.
Right.
And when
And
they
it's-
make it all about you all the time, then
Oh, he needs some more therapy after service. Okay, so
So-
from
After service is
I'm talking to the ladies out there because a lot of ladies out there, y'all, y'all so beautiful and you queens and you believe everything should go your way.
Mhm.
Women's
do.
Month.
You know,
Yes.
it's a woman's world. I mean, y'all just want everything y'all way.
Yeah, it is.
But if you want a good marriage,
Come on now.
give unto your own husband
Mm.
too as well.
Mm.
You got to build him up as
Come
well.
on
Keep
now.
him as a man.
Bam.
You don't want no husband that's a boy.
Ooh.
Yes.
And if you beating him down,
Ooh,
he
tell him,
he'll
baby.
become a shell of a man, and he can't be a man to
For you.
love you
Yes.
the way you need to be loved. So
Yes.
I think he said that right.
Yeah,
there.
you did.
That day you could not now, baby, because I was
Drop
not
the
going to
mic.
let us end this show without you giving some wise words and
Okay.
counsel and wisdom.
Uh-oh.
Time to go. Okay.
Yeah, it is. I'll see you at Phil and Derek's April 24th. Doors open up at 6. The show starts at 7. That's my final thought.
Okay,
Good final thought.
final thought. Time to go. So let me tell y'all something. I hope y'all enjoyed this show. It's not
We had a
about
good
you.
show today.
This has been an
It was a good
amazing show. And I always say, oh, that was a good show. And Brother Carter said, you said that last time. And you said it last time. And you said it last time.
It was a good show.
I'm going to say this was a fantastic show. Catch
Look at
everything.
that, almost 3,000 people still on there listening.
They ain't leaving. They love us. And let me tell y'all, we love you.
Appreciate y'all.
Please, please, please continue to follow, like,
Yeah.
tell your friends, tell your family, tell the haters and everybody else. Come get some healing.
Yeah.
Some healing on LV with Val. Everything LV with Val. Until next time, let's look at the
All
camera
right,
and tell
God
them
bless.
bye.